cool.
Yeah.
That we want to be our children's best friends. That's not our job.
Yeah.
Our job is to parent them. I had a patient that her and her mother both had were psychiatrists and one was a psychiatrist, one was a psychologist, and they owned a bunch of foster homes, and under them there were 200 children, foster children. And there was one of the kids that was the nicest kid in the world. He was 14, and he was always getting in trouble. So my patient went to him once and said, "Why do you always get in trouble? You're such a good kid." Do you know what he said?
What did he say?
He said, "Why wouldn't I get in trouble? Who do I have to disappoint?"
Wow.
I will never forget that sentence. Who do I have to disappoint? If you do not teach your children that they have someone to disappoint, then they would never, ever, ever know wrong from right.
Right. It's so true. Thank you so much, Dr.
You're
Roya, for
welcome.
coming in. It was so fascinating
Thank you.
talking to you about the surgeries that you do.
Thank you so much. Thank you for having me.
Yeah,
Sorry
thank
we went
you.
a little bit off topic, but...
No, I wanted to mention that because, it's like I actually had mentioned to a couple of people that I was interacting with on Facebook.
Yes.
And I told them, I said, I really want to do a show about that, but I need to bring in an expert to talk about it because I just didn't want to mention it on air. And then, what do you do then? It's like you need to have an expert to talk about stuff like that.
Sure.
But it's interesting how things have evolved and how the pressure and things have changed. And it's just like, I know now that I would not want to have a baby right now. It's like I'm happy with my 2 children that I had from my marriage, but I would not embrace another kid right now. If I were to meet, Mr. Right, there's no way I would want to have a baby.
Correct.
No way. It's just
it's very difficult right now.
It's very difficult. It's just too much pressure out there. There's just too much stuff that I would be afraid.
Back then when I was growing up, you would after school you would just go play with your friends, come back around dinner time, do a little bit of homework. Now they can't even get out. They're so scared. Now they have to make play dates. And
and there's too much homework.
Too much homework.
It's ridiculous. A lot of paperwork. It's crazy. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. You're welcome. Thank you for having me.
Thank you. Thank you, everybody, for listening. Happy Thanksgiving. And don't forget, you still have to tweet me and let me know who or what you're grateful for. And going back to Mr. Monty, I need to know, what is your technique that you use on, you know what, I'm going to say anything. It doesn't have to be sexual. Like if there's any type of special dish that you like, since it's Thanksgiving, if it's like a sweet potato pie, pumpkin pie, a apple tart tartan, whatever it is, like if there's any type of thing that you like, what do you add to it to like make it your special technique? Let me know. Tweet me and let me know. I have to say, like, I'm a huge dessert person, so whenever I make desserts, I always tweak them. And one of the things that I used to make, I'm going to say this real quickly, and then I'm going to just close the show out. The pineapple upside down cake. I would add like the pineapple juice from the pineapples, and then I would do the pineapples, and I would add pecan on top, like, pieces of pecans. And I would also add pudding to the mixture just to kind of make it moist and make it soft. So there you go. That's my technique. Don't forget, the tighter the body, the better the ride.